welcome back. We're getting close to the midnight hour here, as you just heard. And we are getting close to that, and we are getting close to the midnight hour, and the Steelers pick is in with they have the 102nd pick in the draft, and I'm waiting for that one to come up on the screen. I think they're going to go with a wide receiver, but their selection is in. And I'm waiting for that one to come in.
Pittsburgh Steelers select Alex Highsmith, linebacker, Charlotte.
Alex Highsmith, offensive linebacker, Charlotte. Okay. And I think that was a good move. Taking a offensive linebacker from Charlotte. That was a good move, I think, and Philadelphia is now on the clock, and their pick is in. And so we are 3 picks away from being done with the third round of the draft.
And this guy is a terror. I mean, you talk about rushing the quarterback, talk about production. You can watch it right here for yourself. Didn't even know about football.
And
now you see again, coming off, that's not a little guy either. You can tell.
And I really think Philadelphia, I think, is going to go with a linebacker because they need a linebacker. And I think my buddy Keith is going to agree with me on that. I think he would. And I'll talk to him tomorrow about that when I have him back on to close out the draft tomorrow.
Highsmith and the Philadelphia Eagles are now on the clock. Here's the question about Philadelphia's third pick of this draft. Will they take someone not named Jalen? They took Jalen Reagor, they took Jalen Hurts.
And Philadelphia's pick is in.
Welcoming Jalen Hurts and saying welcome to the
So we'll get
in America, brother.
we'll get our pick in from we'll get Philly's pick in just a moment. Excuse me. And here's about to come up on the screen, and we'll see who Philly has taken. Davion Taylor, offensive linebacker, Colorado. I think that's what they needed. I think that was a good move, and I agree. And I think that was a very good move for the Eagles. And they need an offensive linebacker to protect Carson Wentz, and they need it on the defensive side of the ball. And I think that was a good move for him. I really think it was. Well, we are now 3 picks away from closing out the third round of the NFL draft. The LA Rams are on the clock with the 104th pick. And so we'll see who they take. And we'll see who they take with the 104th pick. And their pick is in. I'm waiting for it to come up on the screen. This time I think they're going to go with a cornerback. I think that I think they're going to go with I said cornerback, forget that. I think they're going to go with a safety. They need a safety. That's what they need. And they really do. Because they need something in the front line that can protect the quarterback, and their quarterback, which is Jeff. I can't remember his last name. I know it's Jeff somebody, but they need really some quarterback protection. And so we're waiting for the Rams pick to come in on the screen, and I really think this is really one of those picks that's going to be, I think, really maybe a good move, maybe not a good move. We'll have to wait and see. So we're waiting for that one to come in on the screen. And we're almost at the end here, so we're.
Davion Taylor from Colorado, the most recent pick going to the Eagles, the Los Angeles Rams on the clock now.
Yeah, their pick is in. We're about to find out.
The 104th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Terrell Burgess, defensive back, Utah.
And The Rams select safety Terrell Burgess of Utah. And I predicted they were going to take a safety, and I think that was a good, Terrell Burgess was a good choice. That safety out of Utah was a good choice, and I think that's what the Rams need. Minnesota is back on the clock now, and I think for them, I think they're going to go with I think they're going to go with an edge. I think they need an edge, and I really think that they're going to. Oh, the Minnesota Vikings are trading their pick to the Saints. We don't know what pick it's going to be traded for. So it's going to be New Orleans on the clock now. So we're going to shift that to New Orleans. We don't know what pick Minnesota is trading to New Orleans for. I did it again. So we're a new 2020 wide receiver, Emmanuel. And their pick is in, the Saints pick, so we're waiting to see what comes up. We don't know what Minnesota traded that pick for just yet. But I think New Orleans, is going to go with a wide receiver because they need a wide receiver in the backfield for the defensive side of the ball. I think that's what they need. And I really feel that is just what Ohio State needs to really. That's what I think the Saints need to get themselves to really have in the backfield for the defense and to really help with the defensive side of the ball and to really protect quarterback Drew Brees. And I really think that's what they're going to go with. And
The Houston Texans will bring in Van Jefferson from Florida, an excellent route runner. We talked about Clay Matthews leading.
so we're waiting for that pick to come in.
Terrell Lewis, when healthy, looks like he's very special. And then you get a talented safety in Burgess as well. So I think for the Rams,
So we're waiting for that pick to come in on the screen. Hopefully we're going to get it soon. But I really had a lot of fun tonight, and I know my buddy Keith Norman did. And it's been none of these picks have surprised me this time. And here comes the selection on the screen.
Fifth pick to the New Orleans Saints. With the 105th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Adam Troutman, tight end, Dayton.
Adam Troutman, tight end, Dayton. That's who they've selected.
We've heard Kirk talk about him a couple of times tonight. What a year it is for Dayton Athletics.
Yeah, Adam Troutman.
Player wins a Wooden Award, and now
And he's a tight end from Dayton. I think that maybe they needed a tight end. I think that's a good choice.
that's what you think
Alma
about.
mater of John Gruden, the Dayton Flyers.
And we are now down to the final pick in the round 3 of the NFL draft. And it's pick 106. The Baltimore Ravens are on the clock. So we will see what they pick. I think this time Baltimore, I think, is going to go with. They need. I think they're going to go with a safety. I think Baltimore's going to. They need a safety in the offensive in the backfield, where on the offensive side of the ball, and that can really really help run the pocket and really help on the offensive side of the ball. So we're going to see what happens, and hopefully this pick is going to come in soon.
Adam Troutman ran some crisp routes compared to all the other tight ends. He was probably the best route runner out there. You see on the highlights, really soft hands. He can get behind
But
the defense.
we are almost at the.
So I know it wasn't at the highest level.
We're waiting for Baltimore's pick to come in, and I really think that Baltimore's going to go with a safety because I think they need it on the offensive side of the ball. I think my buddy Kid is going to agree with me on that, and I just want to. I just really feel that that's what's going to happen, and they need to really.
Sometimes a position change can.
I just really think that they just need to really do that to go with something on the offensive side of the ball to really help. Their pick is in. And we're going to see who they took in just a sec. Hopefully it's going to come up on the screen soon. Excuse me. So we're waiting for that pick to come up.
I played quarterback. I was the coaches, and I'm just like, hey, like I think I
and I was kind of persistent about it. And about 3 days later, actually in camp, routes on air.
So we're waiting for that to come in, and I just really think that Baltimore is going to go with the safety because they need a safety on the offensive side of the ball.
His mom actually calls him the flying squirrel.
And because they had it, or actually no, forget that. I'm looking at this right now. I think they're going to go with an edge. Forget safety with an edge. They need an edge in the front line to really on the offensive side of the ball, and I think that's who they're going to go with. Forget what I said about safety. They've already, I think, taken one. So just forget what I said about the safety. Just disregard that. I made him. That was my mistake. But we're waiting for that last pick to come in. And for the Browns, though, I think they need to take a wide receiver with the pick 115 in the 4th round, and then with 160 in the 5th round, take a defensive tackle. But we'll see.
Good morning and a wrap up of day 2.
Yes, and now it's morning. We're into the midnight hour. And this is the last pick of the evening.
Here we go. With the 106 pick
And then here's the
in the 2020
selection from the Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens select Tyree Phillips, guard, Mississippi.
They take Tyree Phillips, offensive tackle, Mississippi State. I think that was a good move to take Tyree Phillips to take a defensive tackle. I think that's what they need on the defensive side of the ball. So I was wrong, but I'm not upset that I was wrong about that. And I really think that was a
last 2 or 3 years. I mean, Danny Mullen really got it going. I mean, he
so
created
and that
Prescott, but a lot of guys off their
that does wrap up round 3 of the NFL draft.
but Mississippi State,
We're gonna do a little recap here. So with that being said,
playing the next level.
I only have 3 minutes left of a little under 3 minutes left to go of this podcast. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So with that being said, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna upload this video and I'll come back and do a final recap, give my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap it up. Stay with us. I'll be right back.